The Soybean School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by High Stick NT, Cruiser Max Vibrance Beans, and Pride Seeds.
We're here on May 1st, nice weather just before soybean planting. We want to scout for a couple of species and make sure if they're there that we control them before any seed goes into the ground. Because if they're up after the fact, we have hardly any control options. The first one is Canada Fleabane, which is resistant to glyphosate in a lot of different areas around the province. So we want to make sure that we've identified that species in the field. So let's take a look at what Fleabane looks like first. The majority of Canada Fleabane actually germinates in the fall, some does in the spring, but around May 1st, depending on the year, you'll see it about the size of anywhere from a quarter to a loonie, and this is the best time to control it. One, cultivation will take it out nicely at this stage. It's also a good time to hit it with other modes of action on the herbicide end. If we let it get bigger, and this is what the same species looks like about 6 to 8 weeks later, once it gets to this size, starts bolting, we're euchred, we're out of the game, we can't control this once the soybean crop is up as well. So what's our approach for pre-plant treatments? Well, it's very critical in soybeans, and Dr. Peter Sikkema's work at Ridgetown College, University of Guelph has shown that for Canada Fleabane, we need to include the active ingredient saflufenicil with glyphosate products. So that means trade names like Aragon, Optil, or Integrity, because they have been shown to provide the best control of Canada Fleabane that's resistant to glyphosate. Otherwise, we could use tillage that's aggressive enough to pull out that little taproot. Of course, as this plant gets bigger, the taproot gets bigger, it holds to the soil more, and it's a lot trickier to remove with tillage. So pre-plant burn downs with another mode of action is really the key. So let's say we don't get a burn down on, or we see Fleabane but we apply it with glyphosate and it turns out that it's resistant. And now we have soybeans that are third trifoliate stage and Canada Fleabane that looks this size. What are our options? Well, probably the most effective option is a product called First Rate. However, there are populations of this species that are also resistant to First Rate. So it really is a crapshoot control-wise once we get into that post-emergent window. So that's why pre-plant control is critical.